Oh man, views. Well, this is nerve-wracking now because people might actually be listening. So, thank you for all of that. Volume 7, Episode 9 comes out in a few hours. I'm really hyped, and I have a couple of last-minute predictions, all of which will probably be proven wrong in the next few hours, but I'm hyped and I need an outlet. So, here are my predictions for Episode 9 of Volume 7, as above, so below. First up, Jux possibly exposed. The Grim attack will immediately set off an alarm, along with knowing that the heat has been shut off in Mantle. This will likely provoke Robin or Ironwood into action. Given that Robin didn't do it last week, she really should have, but moving on, Robin will likely try and force either Ironwood or Jux to be subjected to her semblance, in which case it's going to be a very straightforward question. What are you hiding? Did you interfere in the election? Did you cheat? Yes, Robin can only get yeses or nos, but the right question can tip things in her balance extremely quickly. But if we are following the pattern of RWBY thus far, we still have 2 volumes left in Atlas, which means Jux is not going to be knocked off this early, which leads me to my second prediction. Robin's semblance will be fooled. Lie detection is complex, and there is a lot of subjectivity that goes into it, and the biggest example of this is actually when we've seen the semblance already used. Blake told the truth. A communication tower is being put on Amity Stadium. But it wasn't the complete truth, but it's still cleared through Robin's semblance. So, imagine Robin takes Ironwood's hand. What are you up to? I'm building a tower on Amity Coliseum. Why? To re-establish global communications. Why? To better protect us from the Grim. Why? Because the Grim are dangerous. Is that the only reason? No. What's the other reason? I'm worried about the group who interfered in the Vital Festival will attack again. All of those statements are technically true, and none of them interfere with the Salem statement that will come later. However, if the subjectivity still flows both ways, say Robin takes Jux's hand. And Jux, as we know, who is a very snide, win however it takes type person, Jux simply sees accepting Watts' help as, well, I did anything I could to win. Why isn't it fair game? You haven't been playing fair game either, Robin. You've been attacking military transports even before the election. If Jux fully believes he is telling the truth when he said, I did not cheat, because in his mind he didn't, will that still set off Robin's semblance? I think it would be really interesting to play with the subjectivity of it. Now, that being said, everyone is worried with the description of this episode that someone is going to let loose the truth. I don't think they will. Not in the way that people think they will, because the truth doesn't matter. Not in that way. But there is literally no point to telling Ironwood that there is a question. I keep wanting to say wish. Genie, wish, oh well. There is no point in telling Ironwood that there is a question left on the lamp unless there is something actually worth asking it for. Now, I could see Ironwood maybe losing it in response to Robin questioning him, and maybe he just flies off and like, I have a plan to save us all and destroy Salem. And then someone's like, well, Salem can't be destroyed. That would be really damn dumb, and I don't see why anyone would say it. It is the worst idea possible. Just because people like Nora don't like the idea of lying, it doesn't invalidate the reason for lying to him in the first place, that he is an unstable, arrogant, reckless husk right now, and he will F this up if you tell him that. Which is, for my next prediction, I don't think Oscar will be the one to tell. I know he's the one in the screenshot, but let's be clear. They've been making a point of saying Ozpin is seeping more into Oscar. If that case, I think he's going to be smart enough to know not to tell, because only negative things can come from it. So, let's say, worst case scenario, everyone has a cataclysmic loss of brain cells. Who will tell? Probably Nora. It will probably be some attempt to shove some character into her. I know that sounds harsh, but it really seems like it. Just, it would be a terrible decision. Absolutely terrible. I was going to say something about the Grimm attacks here, but really I covered it all in my previous video. The Grimm shouldn't really be a threat at all if they're utilizing their resources properly. Which, by the way, they better let Penny leave. Because even if they want to complain like, well, what if Penny loses control and attacks people again? She's going outside the city to attack Grimm. And she already defended against Grimm the same night she supposedly made the attack. And presumably, and I hope so, their technology is more advanced than ours 20 years ago, and when Penny was plugged into the stuff at Palandia's office, he actually managed to upload her recording of the attack, so she's been exonerated now. Thankfully. Last prediction. We don't know where Tyrion is. If Watts has gained full access to Atlas's systems via Jux's codes, we could probably see an attack on the Winter Maiden facility by Tyrion. That would actually be really, really interesting. It would be nice to see Freya go at it again, or once, just to see how that would go down. We do know that Tyrion is meant to fight Crow and Robin at some point, but, you know, we see things in the openings that sometimes just don't happen. We're still waiting for Emerald vs. Weiss, and it doesn't look like there's a way that that's going to happen anytime soon, but that's just my really, really quick predictions, impromptu stuff because I'm hyped for Volume 7, Chapter 9. So, let's hope this is good. Good luck, guys. Dragon Panther out.